All right, welcome back into Market Day Report. I am Scott Shelby, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. All right, thank you very much for tuning us in here today. Let's take a look. We've had some red on the screen here, folks. We'll take a look at our corn and beans. Let's start with corn. What are we doing right now? Well, we added a pay me a penny to the losses here. Still kind of trading heavy, actually double-digit losses to the downside. September is 12 and a quarter cents lower to 452, but we're still off the low of the day by 3 and a quarter cents. We've got a new crop teas down 12 and a quarter cents to 474 and 3/4, and that's about a what? Oh, I'm going to say 2.5 cents off the low of the day. So there's your board when it comes to corn. We move over to beans. They're adding to the losses here. 40 cents lower in August beans, 40.5 cents actually. 1207.5 is last, while we've got November off 40 cents to 1213.5, 2 cents off the low of the day there, and we've got about a 39-cent range. How about that? All right, moving over to the wheat in Chicago. Chicago wheat. That's got us about a nickel lower across the board, 5 cents lower in SEP to 673. We're off 5.5 cents in the D's to 690, and then we're off about 5 and a quarter cents in March to 706. That's Chicago wheat. Moving over to the hard red wheat in Kansas City. Let's take a look. 5.5 cents lower there in September to 739 and 3/4, while the D's is off 5 and a quarter cents to 756 and a quarter. Again, anywhere between 4.5 to 5 and a quarter cents lower across the board there. Cotton is going to be higher. There's a little bit of green on the screen, right? 58 points better in the D's to 80.56, which is not too far off. 80.52 now. 23 points off the high of the day there. Not bad. And that'll be it for those crops. Let's bring in our guest analyst, though. Mr. Ben Hushon, he's with the mill. Ben, thanks for being on the show, brother. I hear you brought us some photos or pictures. Why don't we get to it?
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, just wanted to make a mention to start off about all the volunteers that make all these county fairs and state fairs happen. Spent some time the last couple of weeks at area fairs, Mason-Dixon Fair, Baltimore County Fair just ended, Harford County Fair just ended actually over the weekend. Pennsylvania, we got York Fair going on, Cecil County in Maryland, Hereford Junior Fair, and it just amazes me when I see, you see the auctions of the animals and you see businesses that have nothing to directly do with agriculture come out and support it. But then behind the scenes are all those tireless, endless hours put in by the 4-H and FFA parents and students. It's pretty neat. And normally, Scott, when we have fairs going on, we draw an awful lot of storms and rains. That has not exactly been the case recently. We had about a half inch of rain here on Wednesday, Tuesday night into Wednesday, which was a big help. But happened to be standing in a field of double crop beans after wheat. And I tell you what, they're telling us the same thing the cornfields are telling us. We could sure use another drink of water. Half inch is nice, but you pretty much need an inch to an inch and a half a week once you get into that July and August, and we're trying to do grain fill on corn and get these new guys going. I don't know whether the viewers can see it. This little soybean plant was diving deep trying to find moisture. It's pretty amazing how that little plant, the root is almost half as deep as the tiny plant is. So things are still moving forward. Don't like to hear what you just said about the markets, but farmers are the eternal optimists. They're going to keep on farming.
Yeah, real quick, 10 seconds. I mean, how do you feel about trendline yields around you?
I would say corn looks good in our footprint. Doesn't look great. Because we've been generally dry for a while. Beans, I can't walk in a field at the end of the year and tell you what it's going to be till the combine comes through. It is so unpredictable. But corn, I feel really good about.
All right, Ben, thanks for coming on. Ben Hushon from Whitehall, Maryland. He's with the mill out there. We're going to go away, pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more right after this.